I was shaving this morning, and it was funny. I was walking around telling the kids to hurry up to get ready for school. And I was like, oh shit, if I'm not careful, because I wasn't looking in the mirror, I was like, shit, I might do a mic if I'm not careful.
2015 Star Wars Battlefront was an odd game. For 10 minutes, it was one of the best Star Wars games I'd ever played. EA took an absolute ton of criticism for their shallow and lightweight shooter, and the company says it's taken all of that feedback on board for Battlefront 2. So why the f*** are they pumping it full of microtransactions?
Over the weekend, we covered how Star Wars Battlefront 2 will include gameplay-altering buffs called Star Cards. The game, which is due out worldwide on November the 17th for PC, PS4 and Xbox One, will not have any kind of season pass for the first year, and all content will be free. Cool. But that has to make you wonder how exactly EA intends to monetize Star Wars Battlefront 2 after launch. Yeah, even though it's a full price title, you can bet Andrew Wilson's hairy arsehole they'll want to monetize the game even after they charge everyone £45 for it. It's like, how do you know he doesn't wax?
Exactly, he does look like a guy
that waxes, yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah.
He takes a lot of care of his eyebrows and stuff.
Well, that's where those Star Cards come in. Star Cards are items you receive in crates that you can buy using credits earned in game. Those cards offer gameplay buffs that actually make your character stronger and give a competitive advantage. These buffs include damage boosts, health increases and special abilities, and they vary depending on rarity. The rarest ones, of course, offer the best buffs. Any duplicates will automatically be converted into crafting parts which can be used to make more cards.
So you buy these credits which are earned in-game and are tied to your performance. Play better, get more credits. Fine. However, and it's a big howling however as well, you can also buy these fuckers outright with your own cash, out of your wallet. You can quite literally pay real money to get a significant advantage in-game that will help you win. It's pay to win, and that, by the way, is a very bad thing. So for anyone who's never experienced pay to win before, you've never really heard of it, what is it? Well, it's essentially just that. You can pay money and you get an advantage in the game, and then you dominate other people online. You've got an unfair advantage because you have more money to spend on this game. Someone could just roll up with like their parents' credit card, pump all of their funds into this game and just dominate the whole online scene for weeks, months after launch because they've got the edge over everyone else.
The whole thing is absolute bollocks.
It is.
Let's be honest, this is bullshit. This shouldn't be in full price games. This is for free-to-play games.
Yeah.
This is the mechanic that they've brought over from free-to-play games. Think about it like a survival thing where your character gains buffs or something like that. Don't think about it like a card or anything like that. Think about it as like an in-game chest that you've come across a chest. Oh, you find things that enables you to be better at the game, like gives you buffs or whatever. That's fine, that's great. But you can buy these in-game chests with real money. Think about it like that. It's absolute bollocks.
This stuff just kind of drains my energy for it. It just looks like a mobile game when it's like all these, oh look, here's the 4 cards that you've got, let's open them, let's see what you've got. Oh, you've got this card which gives 80% boost to this hero. And it's like, what the f*** is that? It's like, it's just some free-to-play mobile bullshit. After I've spent 45 quid on this game, I've got to deal with all that shit as well. It sounds like that's kind of their progression model as well, is that you get these credits that are tied to how well you performed in the game, which is kind of like what they did with the 2015 game. Why the f*** do they need to maximise their revenue from it after they've charged full price? It's a full price title.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no DLC, they're not charging for DLC and that kind of stuff, but
it's bollocks is what it is, because you think about playing in a game with somebody in a situation where one person gives 80% more damage, takes half damage himself. So an average person might die within 4 shots. He kills you in 2 shots, and it takes him 7 shots to die. Like, how does that equate? Like, he can kill people in 2 shots, but he dies in 7 shots, like, and the average person's 4 shots.
It's tied to specific skills and stuff like that. So it's really like you get this boost, and it'll be like for this one attack that you've got or whatever. If you do this one move with this hero, like if you're rolling or whatever it is with Darth Maul, then you're close to invincible while you're doing that move. They give you really specific boosts for really specific scenarios, and then that way there's loads and loads of these different kind of perks that they can give you, and then they can like pepper that out with all these loot crates, and it keeps you hungry to, oh, I really wish that my blaster did more damage, so I'll just keep pumping money into these loot crates until I get the boost that I want. Anything that affects gameplay like this is absolutely terrible in a multiplayer game. There's so many games that have done it cosmetically. Overwatch is exclusively cosmetic. Why can't you just do that? There's so many skins. emotes, like sounds, like the color of blaster, the blaster bullets. Look, I've just made those up, right? I don't work with you. You can surely do better than me. Just be creative about it and don't affect the gameplay. That's the worst thing that they could have done with it.
I didn't play the original Battlefront. I was kind of interested in playing the sequel, because they added all these new like races, all different periods. So it's more fleshed out, this game. So I definitely was interested in buying this. But with all this bullshit surrounding the star cards, I couldn't care less about this game anymore. I do not want to buy it. I'm completely boycotting this game. And I mean, I don't want to call for people to boycott games based on my opinions, but I think this is worthy of boycott. I'm not suggesting you should, but think about it.
It's just me. I'm just saying that.
Just
my take. I don't know about you guys. When quizzed by Eurogamer on the topic, an EA spokesperson said this: players will be rewarded in the game through regular play in many different earnable ways, including crates. For those that want to accelerate the rewards, they can do so by purchasing crates that contain randomized items and rewards. So EA's official stance is that players will be able to buy crates to accelerate the rewards.
Can we just define that? Because we call it paying to win. What they're calling it is accelerating rewards. Now, let's not distinguish between the two. They're exactly the fucking same.
That's
and don't
corporate
let them
speak for pay to win, isn't it? Bollocks. But the fact they contain gameplay-altering buffs and are tiered by rarity is what most people will have an issue with. Loot crates are a wildly successful way to milk your game and its audience. EA have done it in the past with Battlefield 1 and 4, which didn't come out in that order, confusingly. Both games had purchasable battle packs, which offered XP boosts and cosmetic items. Crucially, though, they did not offer gameplay-altering buffs like they will in Battlefront 2.
Now, EA have announced that Battlefront 2 will have a first season of DLC completely free of charge. So all characters, maps and weapons will be given out to everyone. Great. But the star cards are the trade-off. EA have chosen the loot crate method as a way to cover the costs of the DLC and make a ton of money on top, without urging people to buy a season pass. It's been a huge success for Blizzard with their shooter Overwatch, although that's only cosmetics, vanity items and so on. It's also not too dissimilar to what you see in Rockstar's GTA 5, where regular content updates are free, but shark cards are available to buy if you want more in-game cash. For now, we can't really say to what extent the loot crates will affect Battlefront 2's gameplay because the game isn't out yet. The crate shop wasn't enabled in any gameplay demos we've seen either, so we don't know how it will all work out.
Microtransactions are not new in EA games. Loot crates are not new in EA games, but gameplay altering items that you can spend money on and gain an advantage, that is something that is just bollocks. BattlefrontUpdates, the YouTuber who kind of blew the lid off of all this, definitely check out his video because he just shows exactly what the stats are and the kind of cards that he's got. He's kind of got an exclusive and all this. Check it out if you want more info on this, and yeah, just keep an eye on all this because this is definitely going to be worth thinking about if you're interested in this game. Pay to win in a multiplayer shooter is a big deal, so keep an eye on this before you buy it.
So what do you reckon? Will this affect your decision to buy this game or not? Let us know down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new around here. Check out some more of our content on the screen around about here. If you want to support us, you can get a link to Patreon around about here on the screen. And we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.